Welcome, 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 everybody. We have a great live webinar for you today, Content Marketing That Converts. I'm going to give you 21 ideas. And this is me right here. We are live, and I am your live moderator, your live expert host today. My name is Mark Mikelat, and I am a strategic partner with Constant Contact, and they are our sponsor for the day. Constant Contact is a provider of email marketing and social media marketing for small business, and I'm glad to be affiliated with them. I've been supporting them for, golly, I'm going to say 8 years. It's tough for me to even remember sometimes. And what I'm focused on today, what we're going to teach you about today is really, really good content marketing. You know, a lot of webinars are out there. They give fluff. And I am an extraordinarily, exceptionally practical, results-oriented individual. Your time is too precious. Your to-do list is too long. You have too much to do. You have pressure. You're being pulled in all these directions. You don't need fluff. You need some real solutions to the problems that you have in your business. So that's what I'm going to help you with. We've got a whole bunch of people rolling in from all over the United States. I so appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you. I am Mark Mikelat. You can laugh a lot, you can learn a lot with Mikelat. And that's your first marketing lesson. People have to remember who you are. If people forget about you, game over. For some of you, your content marketing strategy is this. Hey, don't forget about me. That could be the overwhelming success factor here. I want you to convince people, I want you to convert people, but sometimes they just forget. So if we could constantly and consistently put high value visual material in front of them so that they cannot forget you, wow, that could be 80% of the battle right there. Content marketing. And a great way to disseminate that content marketing is with email marketing. And I was reading an article just the other day on LinkedIn, and somebody was building an argument that email is dead. And I researched it. It's a $3.5 billion industry in the United States. Now, really, $3.5 billion industry, everybody checks their email every day. To say that email is dead is a totally unsupported, unsubstantiated, just silly argument. And you're going to say, oh, I get too much email, Mark. Well, yeah, but you know what? There's also too many reality shows, but there are more. And there's too much TV, but there's more TV shows. And we have 2,000 years of books and music, but that doesn't mean we don't stop. You know, I mean, we have more books and music. I live in Southern California. There's too much traffic. But that doesn't mean I don't drive. It just means that you need to figure out a better way to manage this, a better way to do this. And that's why I'm here today sharing this with you. We're going to talk about content marketing, and content is king. I'm going to teach you how to tap into creativity to engage your customers. Not market to your customers, engage your customers. Nobody needs more marketing. Okay, we get marketing left, right, and back and forth. There's 10,000 messages every day. We do not need more. You need more effective marketing. And I'm going to give you content strategies that do not require PhDs or a ton of time. Okay, if I give you, oh, here are the 105 steps to do, okay, well, geez Louise, like if you could do 105 things, right? It's like, no. And if it's exceptionally complicated, you can't do it either. Okay, maybe you need staff to do this, but if you have to pay your staff 6 figures a year to do this, it's like, okay, you can't manage your business. The key thing is being focused on them, not you. I want you to appreciate that your target market is more important to your business than you are. Seriously, your business will go bankrupt without them. They will be just fine without you. Your customers, your clients, your target market is more important to the success of your business than you are. So stop focusing on you in your marketing. Focus on them. It is about them. Nobody cares about you. I'm sorry. It's not about you. It's about me. How can you solve my problem? How can you make my life better? Your content marketing needs to address that. I'm going to teach you what to avoid doing, because a lot of times people tell you the good stuff, but they don't tell you the bad stuff. Sometimes you need to know what not to do as well, okay? And then the number one most important thing about content marketing that businesses often forget. And what I'm going to do is we're going to achieve all of this. These are my commitments to you. These are the expectations that you can receive from this live webinar today. And I'm going to wrap it up in 21 specific content examples. Not one, not two, 21. I'm going to put a lot of arrows in your quiver. And I call them arrows because I want you to hit the target in your marketing. I want you to hit the bullseye. But if you have one arrow and you miss, there's a puff of wind or something, or you're not paying attention and you miss the target, your marketing failed. But if you have 21 arrows in your quiver, you can find the arrow that's best for you, your strategy, and your business. And even if you make a mistake, you have more arrows. So boom, a lot of great stuff. And you know what? I want you to absorb this stuff, but I'm also acknowledging the fact that I'm going to way over provide. So if you don't get all the information, that's okay, because we're recording this. We're recording this live webinar right now, and you will get a follow-up message from me, Mark at buildingaspirations.com, and then there will be a personal thank you and the link to this recording. That will be sent, I hope, before close of business today. We try to do it as quickly as we can, but sometimes it takes us a little bit to do the files. And that is a subscription to the Building Aspirations newsletter. If you want to unsubscribe, that's fine, but this is how I provide the value with you in our continued conversation. 21 content ideas. Now, number one, press release. Now, press releases are these official mechanisms that talk about how awesome you are, okay? The White House gives them, businesses give them, we just put in a new CEO, we just launched a new product, what have you. Now, you can do a press release. A press release is a little bit more official, and it documents to the public the awesomeness of your business. Maybe you have a new product, maybe you have a new service, maybe you have a new store location. And what's great, when you produce this press release, it's online, and if you do it with a press release house, it's optimized. Now, you need to pay for this, and I've seen it anywhere between $250 and $350. There are some free, no-cost press release services, but you know what? Sometimes when you use free, you get what you pay for, okay? So if you want the world to know in a more official way the awesomeness of your business, consider a press release. Now, what's great here is that the press release lives online. And what you can do is you can take that link and then you can share it in your email. So even if you launched something, that press release will live on because it's optimized and Google knows it's there. And you can continue to push traffic to it in your email and your social media marketing because it has a link. So consider press releases. Anytime there is something of significant value to share with your marketplace, create a press release. Now, don't be silly about this, okay? Maybe once a quarter, maybe once every 2 months, okay? Not everything is press release worthy. But if you do it every couple months or every quarter, okay, after 5 years, you may have a very significant number of high-value press releases out there, okay? Google loves seeing these press releases. Now, number 2 in your content marketing idea is tips sheets. What is a tip sheet? A tip sheet is high value pieces of information about your business, your products and services that you share with your target market. Now, here's what's great about this. Your target market, us in the United States, we are extremely short-term oriented. We are unbelievably, extremely impatient. We don't want to wait 3 seconds for our music to download. We want our music in 0.3 seconds. It's documented. That's our threshold for waiting for streaming music, 0.3 seconds. You could have 1,000 songs, but we want to have access to it instantaneously. Well, the same thing with tip sheets. I mean, there's so much information you can provide, but people don't want that and they don't have the time to absorb it anyway. So think through, how can I take my expertise and condense it down into a few things? Okay, now I've been doing digital marketing for 20 years and there's 9 gajillion things I can tell you, but you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm having a 45-minute webinar where I give you 21 ideas. You see, I'm really, really whittling it down. So this is really an example of an advanced tip sheet. So think through 3, 5, 7 ideas about whatever. And these could be literally on your website. It can be an FAQ sheet, or it could be actually in an email, and then you send it. Now, what's great about this is if you constantly and consistently provide high value information in your content marketing, people will connect with you. Buy my product, buy my product, buy my product is not high value. You're just yelling at people, okay? And eventually people are going to be dissuaded from engaging in a conversation with you. Because remember, we're talking about connecting with your target market. So let's say you have a fashion house, okay? And you sell to women. Let's say you sell to executive women, okay? 3 belts every executive woman needs to have. Okay, and now you can just have a little bit about the 3 different types of belts that they need, and then drive them to your store or your registration sheet or whatever, something like that. It doesn't matter what's of high value to you, it matters what's of high value to them. That's your tip sheet. Now, a variation of this is FAQs. FAQs is frequently asked questions. Now, what's really great about this is that frequently asked questions are not created by you. They're really created by your target market. What do these people ask about? What are their concerns? And when they're always asking about something, that's an indication of its value to them. Okay, so if they're always asking about your late night service, my target market really values late night service. So not only am I going to have FAQs, questions and answers about that, but I will also consider expanding that idea. Now, also from a customer service standpoint, what's really, really great about this is that it saves time and energy for your staff. Now, instead of answering the same questions all the time, they can refer people to some resources. Now, you can't be a robot because people need customer service, of course, but this saves time and energy. Now, the way you can really ramp this up is that you can kind of be automated and still be personalized with video vignettes. Oh my gosh, this is a really powerful way to connect with people and save time and energy in the same way, because they will see the video, they can connect with you or your service person, learn a little bit about your business, build some trust and rapport, and get their questions answered. And think about it. Okay, if you just did one FAQ video a week, after a year, you would have 52 videos. Boom, right? That's 52 pieces of content. And then when you put them on YouTube, guess what? They're optimized by Google because Google owns YouTube. I have 880 videos on YouTube. You don't have to have this many, but if you watch them, you know what? They're 2-minute tips. They're 5-minute tips. They're me like taking a break at a college lecture and I'm sketching out. Okay, you know what? I talked about prospecting for some executives this morning. Let me explain it to you. Boom, 2-minute tips video online documenting my expertise. FAQ videos. That's your content idea number 3. Now, number 4, answer a customer question. Now, FAQs is similar to tips in that they're relatively short, okay? Typically, people go to a website, they're looking for the specific answer, boom, and they want the answer in a couple minutes. Okay, answering a customer question usually is a little bit more in depth, okay? Think of like a personalized interview on a late night talk show, or perhaps even on a newscast. Okay, there's a little bit of banter. The expert asks the question, I beg your pardon, the moderator asks the question, the expert answers the question, the moderator asks the follow-up question, and there's a little bit of a conversation there. Now, there's so many different ways you can do this. You can do this on a conference call, you can do it on a video, you can do it live. Okay, people want personalized answers to their questions. Now, from a content marketing standpoint, what you're going to do is you're going to take this information and you're going to share it. You're going to record it somehow. Maybe there's a transcription, or maybe it's the video, right? Whatever this looks like, this is a great way to do it. Think of this like a video conference that's live, okay? Perhaps a politician is answering questions and the audience is getting all their questions answered, and you get to participate by watching this, okay? This is an example of answering a customer's question. Number 5, share a success story. People love stories, and the more you can share your success stories, the more it documents your value to the marketplace, and the more and more you put this out here, it creates what is called social proof. It proves to the environment that you are a rock star. This right here is social proof of me helping entrepreneurs. I was literally hired by the governor of California in a program called 10,000 businesses to help launch 10,000 new businesses. So what we did is we created entrepreneurial cohorts where we taught these entrepreneurs how to create and launch businesses. Here I am. This is one of the very, very first pilot programs. I think there's 30 new business owners in there, and I'm literally giving certificates of completion. And then you explain the backstory. It documents that you know what you're doing, you have knowledge and expertise, and it makes you more affable, it makes you more approachable. Everybody loves success stories because they want to emulate the success story. So whatever that looks like in your business, share those online. Visuals are a great way to share a success story. Number 6, content marketing. Introduce your team. I'm showing you a picture of some strategic partners from a historical team on Constant Contact. These are experts. So maybe these are staff members, maybe these are business people, maybe these are customers, maybe these are clients. And you know what? Don't worry about like, oh, I got wrinkles, I have gray hair, I'm overweight. You know, we're all overweight, we're all imperfect. I literally looked it up. There's 365 perfect looking people in the world. That's the generally accepted number for the number of supermodels in the world. I think there are, 7 billion people in the world, and 365 of them look perfect, okay? So let it go. You know, you're awesome. You're great. God made you in his image. You look perfect. So take pictures and of your team, of anything related to your workplace and your services, and share those, right? Social media is nothing but the sharing of visuals, but I want you to share real powerful visuals. And then when you put these out here, notice that they can be branded. You can put your watermarks, your logos, what have you, physically on the picture. So wherever it goes in the digital world, your branding, your marketing goes with it. Notice on the slides that I'm showing you, my logo, Building Aspirations, is in the bottom left-hand corner because I want my marketing, I want my branding to go with these visuals. Because remember, if someone forgets about you, your marketing, your content marketing doesn't work. People can't forget about you. Number 7, show your store. If you have any type of store, show it. And, take some great visuals, take some flattering looking visuals. The customers, the clients, do some staging, make it look pretty. I mean, there is a full staging industry for home sales. Okay, there are people who are literally hired to go into a home and put down the rugs and the paintings and the candles and everything to make the home look like a home. There's value to this visual representation. It's the same thing for your store. Okay, and if it looks dirty, if it looks cluttered, do whatever you can to make it look more aesthetically pleasing in the picture. And you need to adapt that mantra in your business in general. People want something that is visually nice. Okay, show your store. Number 8, product placement. Now, if you ever watch X Factor or Dancing with the Stars or what have you, and virtual on TV, on reality shows, the judges will have cups in front of them, Coca-Cola or something, okay? And I guarantee you there's somebody whose job it is to make sure that that cup is just twisted exactly the right way so that that brand, so that that asset is shown on the video. And Coca-Cola is not doing this whimsically. They're paying big bucks to do this. And it shows up in video games and TV and movies, okay? This is for real. So what you need to do is you need to take your product and put it in a place that shows value from a marketing standpoint. Okay, like if you have a good wine, you're not just going to show the bottle of the good wine. You're going to show the good wine being shared at a good meal. You see, you're going to put it in an environment. You're going to place this product so that people can visually understand and appreciate what it is. Product placement. And again, that's a visual. Okay. And depending on what it is, don't go cheap on this. Okay. Hire a photographer, because a photographer, they have equipment that's 1,000 times better than your little rinky-dinky iPhone. And you know what? They're going to have lighting and contours, and they're going to edit these photos. And you're going to pay an expert to create expert collateral, okay? Product placement. But once you have these visuals, you can constantly and consistently use them. And not only on your social media, but in your email marketing, okay? So imagine I'm not paying attention, and I see your email marketing message for your restaurant, and in this, I see this beautiful picture, and it talks about having an elegant dining experience or wine or something like that, okay? Now, in this example, we're highlighting on the wine, okay? We're literally not showing the people, okay? So if you're speaking about a romantic evening, this is probably an inappropriate strategy because we're talking about product placement. Here's the example of we're focusing on the wine in the visual. Now, number 9 of your content marketing strategy, client testimonials. Okay, right there, I'm showing you, you are a rock star. I want to thank you for the awesome workshop you presented the other day. I was one of the attendees at the speech you gave last week. You were great. You woke us up and presented some interesting and helpful information. Boom. Yeah, see, like the success stories. People want to see success stories because they need proof. They need to trust you. First, they need to not forget about you. Remember, staying top of mind. You can laugh a lot. You can learn a lot with Mikelat. That's me. Client testimonials is the second step, right? First, they don't forget about you. Then they build rapport and trust with you. you're proving that you're awesome. You're proving that you support your customers. You're proving that you provide value. I'm showing you examples from literally my email inbox, which I personally think is more valuable because it's a one-to-one thing. But you know, we've got Yelp and all these examples online. Okay, so if you have great Yelp reviews and other uh, ratings online, I would encourage you to incorporate that, push people to those, take snapshots and what have you. Really leverage those client testimonials. Number 10, fun pictures. Okay, I call this being professionally silly. Even if you are serious, right? You know what? You can show a silly side every once in a while. You know, in social media, I think we go over the top. You know, don't go over the top. You're a business. You need to be professional, but you're also a human being. And people want to connect with the human beings in the business. Okay. So this is just a little silly character of me. And I might use this every once in a while. Okay. And people can make comments about it and what have you. So sometimes fun pictures like this can be really good. Sometimes I see people doing this with family. You know, okay, great. If and when that's your target market. Okay, if you're selling to other people who have families, great. If you're selling to business owners, do they have a family? You know, maybe, maybe not. Okay, so it needs to be appropriate. This fun picture needs to be aligned with your target market. Now, number 11, deals and discounts. Everybody loves a deal. Okay, so what you can do is you can talk about your deals in your content marketing. So be careful here. Groupon is great for people who want deals. Groupon is not so great for businesses. If you're not familiar with Groupon, you know, and I'm not being derogatory to Groupon. You know, if you want to use Groupon, if you want to experiment, great. Okay. What I'm saying is that if you look at the results, a good number of the people go for the extreme discounts and then they want another extreme discount. The whole goal with Groupon is give them a 2-for-1 special. They're introduced to your service or your business and then they keep coming back. So that super duper deal in the beginning is some discount to get them in the door and continue that relationship with them. What you need to do is be careful that the discounts are used strategically, because if it attracts cheapskates and only the cheapskates, that's problematic because you need to make money in your business. Okay. Now, if there's some way you can position the deals and the discounts that make sense, okay, maybe off hours or obsolete inventory or slow times or something like that, yeah, absolutely. Okay, I will give discounts and deals sometimes, but not all of the time. Okay. Now, a great way to really leverage this up in digital media or email marketing is what is called a flash sale. Okay, let's say specifically if you have some type of service-based business and you have excess capacity. Okay, let's say you have a hair salon and 3 appointments were canceled for the afternoon. Rats. Okay, now in the morning you could say, hey, 30% off if you can come in today. Boom. So now what you did was you put out a right now instantaneous deal, but you got to come in today. So what you're doing is you're leveraging the fact that we are an impatient society. You're tapping a deal into right now media, but you're also making it clear that this is just a limited time thing and it's only available today. Now, in email marketing, especially with Constant Contact, you can do this very easily because Constant Contact is super easy to use. And you know what? I've been talking a lot about Constant Contact here. Let me make sure that you have the link for Constant Contact, because some of you may know about Constant Contact and some of you may not know. So what I want to do is make sure that you have access to the link. I'm sharing it in the chat box right now. And that link, if you click on it, you will go to a specific branded landing page where you can sign up for Constant Contact. And it can be as little as $20 a month. Okay, so it's not very expensive. I'm a partner with Constant Contact here, so you'll see my branding on that page. And then you'll show up in my partner account. So I can actually track your progress a little bit. Okay, if you're not using Constant Contact email marketing, I encourage you to get started. Now, 12, contests. People love contests. You see them on the radio, or hear them on the radio, see them on TV all of the time. And what's great here is that you can get a lot of people excited, but a little bit different than a discount in that you give the prize to one person, you give the discount to everybody. So whereas maybe you give a 10% discount to everybody, now you give a higher value prize, but only to one person. Okay, so everybody participates in the contest, you give a $500 prize, something like this. Now, what you can really do is leverage audience participation and your market in social media. So in Constant Contact, you can say, everybody who clicks this button and shares this to their Facebook page and tells me about it can be entered into a contest. And at the end of the month, we'll randomly select the contest winner, and they'll get a $200 Starbucks gift card or something, whatever is appropriate for your business. And now it's just a mathematical equation. Okay, if 50 people all promoted on Facebook, is this worth it? Okay. And then you can do, and if you want to tap into other distribution sources, like have contests in newspapers or radio or TV, that's a great way to do this, because it gets a lot of buzz and people talking about this, right? Especially if you can tap in user-generated content. One of the people in my network, they were really, really clever. They were a plumber. And what they did is they had a contest, and it was a $1,000 prize. Print out my logo and take a creative picture of my logo. And actually, you know what? A couple printed out the plumbing logo and took a picture of it on the beach in Hawaii on their honeymoon. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these young people got $1,000, and this plumbing company, oh my God, they were written up in media outlets all over the place because it was so freaking creative. And each and every one of you could do this. Okay, and what is free publicity worth? Is it worth $1,000? Yeah, they probably got $20, $30, $50,000 worth of publicity for the $1,000 because they tapped into the power of a contest. They connected with their market. Now, similar to a contest is a reward. Number 13, everybody likes rewards, right? Even when you're a child, you got the gold star. Oh, how many gold stars do I get, right? So figure out what that looks like in your business. Is this a loyalty card? Is this a recognition? And quite literally, it could be a thank you. I've written a book about this. I speak about this in workshops. The power of appreciation is undeniable. And a lot of people are just starved for recognition. And sometimes just a thank you is unbelievably powerful. That can be a substantial reward. If you have a client, if you have a customer with whom you have a long-term valuable relationship, show appreciation. Buy them a pizza, send them flowers, send them a thank you card, okay? Now, when you send them a thank you card, you know what's going to happen is they're going to take that thank you card and they're going to pin it to the freaking wall. It's going to be a billboard that documents your professionalism. Now, understand what I'm saying here. I'm not saying marketing material. Pin my marketing postcard to the wall. No, that's 1,000 people do the same crap. Okay, and that's not what I'm talking about. Like a real handwritten, authentic, genuine thank you notes. How many of those do you get a day? Like maybe you get one a freaking year. Okay, and if your clients really see the value here and understand your sincerity and the connection and the relationship building you're trying to accomplish, that's phenomenal. That's extraordinary. Okay, so think through authentic, genuine, real rewards that you can provide to your customers and clients. Now, number 14 is a product video. I alluded to the value of videos before. A product video is a little bit specialized in that it shows, it demonstrates the product. Now, think through the infomercials. Okay, oftentimes if they have a new piece of kitchen equipment, they don't show you the kitchen equipment, they demonstrate the kitchen equipment. That's a product video. Okay, showing it is a commercial. Demoing it is a totally different value proposition. And with YouTube now, we really have infinite capacity to do this. This is especially valuable if you sell something that is more complex. If you need to be able to explain something, now you have the opportunity to do this in your videos. Okay, and your product might not be a physical product. Okay, maybe it's financial consulting. Okay, you can talk about dollar cost averaging, or you can talk about the value of insurance in your quote unquote product video. You're going to create these and you're going to put them on YouTube. Now, I am not saying that you need to be in the video, because a lot of people, I was on the phone with an insurance company just the other day. Mark, we don't want to be on the video. I'm not saying that you need to be on the video. I'm saying that you need to create videos. You can hire the people to do it. I can do it for you. This is what I do. We can create animation videos for you. If you're interested in that, oh, Mark, you can create marketing videos for us? Yeah, absolutely. And these are kind of like cartoonish, but not like childish cartoonish. They're animated, right? You have avatars that are talking and what, so they look professional, but it's not a human being. So this addresses the fear that a lot of people have. Right here, this is a talking head video, and I'm just talking to you. Now, it's a little bit cluttered in the background, but it doesn't look unprofessional, right? I'm literally in my office, and you see me in my office. I'm connecting with you in a real, honest, sincere way. I have 800 plus of these. Okay, they're easy for me to do. You know, I understand it can be intimidating for some people, but you know what? Remember, you need to stay top of mind. Get this information out there. Now, number 15 is a photo collage. Okay, before we talked about photos, visuals, now you can have a collage. This is becoming more and more popular on Facebook. This is becoming more and more popular on Instagram, and there's so many tools that will allow and enable us to do this, because we take visuals so quickly and so often. We can just put this off in a little bit of collage here. Now, what's great is that it gives you an opportunity in one visual to demonstrate a lot of disparate visual ideas. So maybe if you've got lots of different clients or lots of different products, you can say like, here's our product video, here's our client video, visual. So if somebody sees you with a whole lot of clients or a whole lot of products, wow, right away they get it. So instead of looking through a catalog of, 20 products, they can see in one visual a whole bunch of products. So bam, right, a photo collage. And don't worry, oh, Mark, I don't know how to do this. I'm not a graphic artist. We are in the environment now, like good, bad, and different, where there are no technological barriers now. Whatever it is that you need to do, there are resources and tools to get it done relatively quickly and easily. What is really irrefutable, what you really need me for, is the expertise. You don't need me or my business to create these visuals. You can do them yourself. You need me to direct you with coaching in how to do this. How many videos should be out there? What's the frequency? What should I say? What should I concentrate on? And this expert guidance allows you to do this very effectively. And this is part of the value that I provide in my business coaching. Now, these are some really powerful strategies, and I've got more. And I'm going to walk you through them more, but I want you to understand that you're just not going to use these. You're just not going to listen. You're going to take these, you're going to take action and put them into work in your business in a powerful way. I talk about the idea of exercise. So many people talk about exercise, but they don't freaking exercise. You can talk about it up, down, backwards, and forwards, but you know what? Unless you freaking go to the gym, it doesn't matter, okay? So if these ideas are great, but if you're intimidated, you don't have the time, don't know how to put it all together, connect with me. And what I'm doing is I'm sharing a link in the chat box right now. And it's a link to my business coaching page. And on the business coaching page, I talk about the value that I can provide you in how to put this all together. And sometimes my clients, I might work with them personally 10 hours a month. And some people I just might work, 1 or 2 hours a month, depending on what your individual needs are. Okay. So I'm affordable because you might have me just 1 or 2 hours a month. Okay. But the thing is that I provide you in the 1 or 2 hours direction that may take you 100 hours, 200 hours to figure out by yourself. I've been doing this stuff for 2 freaking decades. My clients have been Microsoft and Hewlett Packard and Victoria's Secret. Okay, I know what I'm doing, and I can help you in your business as well. Business coach. So connect with me for business coaching. Now, 16, podcasts. Podcasts are are conversations with your target market on a regular basis. This right here is an example of a podcast that I support in San Diego. There are 3 women who are all professional photographers, and they created Photo Spark. And it's a candid conversation with photographers. So everything on there is related to photography and helping photographers in their business. And I participated a while ago and provided some specific direction on how photographers can leverage their assets online to get more business. One of my clients, Kathleen Reeder, is a professional wildlife photographer, and through my tutelage, she went from $28 photography workshops to $6,000 photography workshops. This is what we talked about. Okay, so what you can do is follow the similar model, just like tip sheets. Okay, this is the same general idea, but a little bit longer and a little bit more interactive and involved. Now, what's great about the podcast is that you record it and then people can listen to it on their leisure. Now, what's really good is that a lot of people may have significant drive time. So if they create an emotional relationship with you and you have regular podcasts, maybe half an hour every day or every week they spend with you. That's a lot of high value rapport building. So after a few months, they know who you are, right? They have a trusted relationship with you and you've never even met them. Now, what you need to do is provide super high value. And this is the number one thing. This is the number one thing that businesses always forget. You always provide value. Your content marketing must always provide value. Now, does that mean it's always a deal, it's always cost savings, always educational? You need to decide that in your business, but the value is sacrosanct. You cannot substitute anything for that. What the value is a strategic decision, and that's what I can help you do in the coaching program. Podcast is a great way to provide value. Another way to provide value is a blog post. Blog posts are phenomenal because Google loves them. And when you have a blog post on your website, you are updating your website. And Google says, oh, look, they're updating their website. They're providing new information to their target market. I'm going to promote them. I'm going to give them more Google exposure. Because if you created a website, 8 years ago and haven't updated it, you're digital dust. Because Google is saying, hey, you're not providing any value. You just created this silly thing, 8 years ago because you had to. A blog post constantly updates this. People love this. It gives you natural search engine optimization. Okay, so create your blog posts. Now, you can take your blog post and chop it up. Okay, here's what I mean. You have a blog post here, 17 super quick and easy content ideas. Okay, this is literally what I wrote. Okay, think of the tip sheet. Okay, now each and every one of these, I'm not writing a book. Okay, there's not 17 books here. Okay, here's a tip. Here's a couple sentences. Here's a tip. A couple sentences. Da, 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 da. Okay, so 17 times 2, that's really 34 sentences, perhaps. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Okay, and that's fine because people want things that are easy to absorb, easy to understand. Now, each and every one of these is more content. Hey, tip number 15, you post that on Facebook. If you want to see the other tips, click here to the full blog post. Now you can put this on Instagram, you can put this on Twitter, you can put this on Tumblr, whatever, you see? So now you created one piece of content material, but really 17. Ah, bam. Oh, but Mark, I don't have time to do this. I didn't say you had to do this. You know what? You can hire people to do the blog posts for you. This is what we do. I mean, I've published 3 books. I've created 880 videos on YouTube. I know what I'm doing, right? The example is literally in front of you. So maybe you outsource this to my team, right? And you direct us a little bit, and then we charge you for the blog posts that provide value. And then as long as this creates a connection with your customer, this marketing is an investment, okay? And blog posts provide search engine optimization. Now, number 19, curate articles. Here's what this means. The information, the high value information that you are sharing does not need to be yours. You're borrowing it from other entities. Now, don't misinterpret me. If you are stealing it, cutting and pasting it, and pretending that it's your content, that's intellectual property theft. You're not going to do that. That's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're going to share links, okay, to news agencies, associations, surveys, outside entities that document the value of your service or your product or something like that. Okay, one of my clients, for example, does employment verification systems. Okay, unfortunately, a lot of people lie on their employment applications, and there's a risk. Okay, so golly, how do I know that this person is not lying? Okay, you pay the employment service to run the background checks and verify, right to work and everything else here. Boom. Now, what he might do in his email is share links to security related issues, or maybe questions that you're not allowed to ask on an employment application. Okay, so if you ask somebody an illegal question, a question related to discrimination or what have you, that may result in a lawsuit, that's problematic for your business. So he'll talk about that as in an article. Okay, maybe here's an example of $1 million lawsuit because someone had the bad questions on their employment application. You need to hire me so we can avoid this problem, right? Boom. He didn't write this article about the risk. It's written by an association or something. So articles, links to articles. 20, opt-in bonuses. Here's what an opt-in bonus is. I call this an ethical bribe. You're going to be ethical in your business, but you can bribe people ethically. Here's what this means. Something of value for contact information. I'm literally going to read what I say. Please join our email list. We welcome new subscribers to the Building Aspirations newsletter with the Email Marketing Video Success Kit, 10 videos on how to ramp up your email marketing. Click here to subscribe. So when someone opts in to your email list or subscribes to your email list, they get a reward. Again, the key word here, value, something of value. I'm showing you some examples here. 3 marketing must-dos to make more money. And then Kathleen actually gives you a book as well. So these are 2 examples here. So whatever this is, I mean, you need to decide, or more specifically, your market will help you decide, okay? But it will be high value. That, again, that's the key word, super high value. Finally, email newsletters. Okay, this is kind of the epitome, the foundation for all of this stuff. If you are not doing email, you need to start doing email. And just like I've been saying all throughout, you don't need to actually do it, really. You just need to make sure that you get it done. If you're not doing your emails at least once a month, connect with me at my company at buildingaspirations.com. The logo is in the bottom left-hand corner. We offer a complimentary half-hour phone consultation where we talk about this with you, and we can do this on your behalf. I can't tell you how many people, how many clients, they go to trade shows, they spend $10,000 collecting all of these leads, they don't do anything with them, and then contact me a year later, what do I do? Well, what you do is go back in time and do this the right freaking way, right? What this means is you're gonna create a strategy and connect with these people on a regular basis, demonstrate your value proposition, build rapport with them. And it doesn't need to be overwhelming. I'm showing you an example on the left. That is a really powerful, great looking email marketing message. A graphic, a little bit of text, and a call to action. That's it. And if you are going to tell me you don't have time to do this, really, okay. And even if that's a credible argument, then I'm going to say, okay, hire me to do this for you. Okay, email marketing. It's what I do, what I have done for a number of years. Microsoft was an email marketing client for 6 years. Okay, you might not be a Microsoft, that's fine, but how would you like to have Microsoft quality email marketing messages, right? They were an account for 6 years. So, hey, thanks for being here. I acknowledge Constant Contact for supporting this program. The link is in the chat box. If you haven't gotten started with Constant Contact, you need to get started. And if you need more help, connect with me. Okay, if you go to buildingaspirations.com/appointment, there's a calendar there where you can set a no-cost phone consultation with me, not with one of my assistants, not with my office manager, with me, one-on-one, and I'm going to give you my direct 20 years of high-value experience customized to your business. The value of that call is $75 right there, and I don't charge you for it, okay? So if you're a good candidate, just go there, fill out a short form. It'll take you 2 to 3 minutes so that I learn a little bit about your business, and we can schedule a call and get started. Hey, thanks for being here. I know your time is precious, but you chose to spend a little bit of time with me, so I thank you. I so appreciate your time and energy. And however you're going to spend the rest of your day, I hope you have a good one. God bless, have safety, good luck with your business, and I hope to create a long-term professional relationship with you. I hope to provide more value in your business. I hope to hear from you. My phone number is on the screen as well. Thank you so much. This is Mark Mikelat from Building Aspirations signing off. I'll see you on the next webinar. Bye-bye.